You got them out, bro.
Sir, we're halfway through.
How much bigger are the turbos again?
Exactly, I don't know, but they are bigger. I don't know they even bolster.
You know, they're that much bigger.
They're that much bigger over there.
We're very scientific.
I took them out together. I've always taken them out one by one. I left all the lines connected and just took them all together.
So this is again the PTG 1000 upgrade. I mean, this is basically one of our shop cars. This is my business partner Mike's Blueberry. So this one already had like basically everything PTG sells for straight bolt-ons besides turbos and fuel system. Had downpipes, beautiful carbon airbox down there, the race blow-up valves, their spark plugs, ECU, TCU, CPC software. It's getting the PTG 1000 upgrade. This is a new product too. So the last time we'd done these kits, we hadn't done the low side setup.
So this will sit somewhere down there.
Well, you won't see this. It is pretty, so you can see it now.
It is really cool. I love the color.
This is the top hat. This will be back in the fuel tank area, but it is pretty and it's purple. Well, they've made a bunch of changes since the last time we made a kit. Usually it'd be, you know, we keep the stock fuel pump in it. We would run a fuel line. You could, you know, we did 458 Destroyers AMG GT a while back. That was quite a few years ago now.
And the Aston, the F1 edition. Right?
Yeah, we did that one. That one was harder because the tuning and everything on that. It's like we were more limited on our abilities with that. Different transmission, different software. Yeah, they're still trying to unlock a lot of stuff on that to make the same kind of power you can make on these cars. We did the same package on a G63 because they're like 1200 horsepower package, like 1200 crank horsepower. We took that. What's cool with the 4-liters too is like once he wanted to sell it, we put that in stock, put that same kit onto his GT63 AMG. We had to change like a couple fuel lines. That was it. Yeah, we hadn't done the low side setup yet, but I know Mike went back and forth with them. I guess with his power goals, this is all he needed. I wonder if we're still needing to drill out. There's a orifice on the DI line to allow more fuel to the DI injectors because these are DI only. PTG does now have an intake manifold, billet one. So the factory intake manifolds are on the side. They're plastic. You can't really even see them. They're down under here. So now they got billet ones and they've added port injection. They're definitely, I mean, they got full billet transmissions now and they're trying to break all, I mean, they already have all the records. They just keep resetting the records. These 4-liters are awesome. I want one in my wagon.
What is in yours?
5.5 liter.
Word.
Yeah, so my car needs a bunch of work. It is very broken. I need to go order a bunch of parts and try to get that thing ready for IA. And
she needs TLC.
Want to see my BDSs. Did I tell you about the LMs? LMs are going to go on the wagon.
Exciting.
Keller's old wheels. So they're famous wheels.
Yeah, they're well known.
Yeah, but now they will be on my wagon. Those barrels are destroyed though.
Yeah.
The welds on them. I'm trying to fix them.
Oh my
God. The barrels are pretty shot. But he'll be back in soon because Johnny flew in Chicago to fix his trans. I think he said the clutch was commanding like 130% pressure on the clutch pads. He's like, I typically see 15 is high. He's like 130. Yeah, the flywheel's done. The drive shaft that goes through the motor, pulleys are just gone. Things just rattling in there. Yeah, there's a bunch of, that thing's 130,000 miles, hard miles. So
Keller miles.
Yeah, he put like a Deca clutch in it for now and got it better, but it still needs some stuff. He got him to where he can keep going on the rally. So yeah, Keller called me, he's like, dude, he put a fucking new clutch in 3 hours. I'm like, Johnny, dude.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he knows the R8s and Huracans very well.
And then it's an R8 with exhaust and no turbos, which I guess it really doesn't matter to him, but he just knocks him out quick.
Yeah.
You can get the turbo trans out faster. So yeah, this one will go fast.
This definitely will go fast.
But anyway, let's look at other stuff. What up? This is the Tire Slayer motor.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, he yanked the trans and motor out yesterday. She's tired. You know, for one, it's not the motor that was originally in the car.
Show you a few. So these are the runners. But if you notice, see that metal right there?
Yep, I see that.
It's because it's not cut out because the Gen 1s are designed or aren't designed with port injection in mind, which this engine's a Gen 1.
These ones were DI only, so port was added to this one.
These also sit more in, and it's obvious when you try to put a Gen 2 manifold on because it hits. So you need to like, put it in at a weird, I don't know. I'm not gonna do it. I struggled to pull that out.
I watched that happen actually.
But I remember doing a leak down compression test on this a while back. It looked good. The DI, these injectors are shot. They're just dumping fuel. That's why I was smoking in the videos in the past. We're gonna do a leak down on it. We're gonna go through it, make sure it's good, because ultimately this motor is going to go into the orange Superleggera back there. The motor that came out of that was a built motor, junk built motor. Johnny went through that one. We rotated the crank over. It was hitting the fucking end caps were hitting the block. It's like if you never saw real RPM, it would just implode. Yeah. And then the way they sleeved it was just all, it was trash, unfortunately. So, but Johnny was able to get the heads are all good. He's waiting on the block, and then we'll have a fresh Huracan motor to put in the Tire Slayer. That's what because that was a Huracan motor that was in that one, built,
Yeah,
quote unquote.
Yep.
So now Tire Slayer is gonna have a freshly rebuilt Huracan engine going in it, like it should. Superleggera is going to have the proper 5.2 that was meant for that car. You know, that one's just going back to stock. Just doing little swap-a-rooskies.
It's good.
Same owner owns both cars, and this makes the most sense. Because ultimately, we want to delete the bad history on the Tire Slayer. It's been ravaged and beat on like a dead horse. We're gonna make it right. The transmission's out. It's got a leak from the case, so that's gonna get resealed. I wonder if that's got a clutch in it, because the motor's been out multiple times. And that was back when they were messing with different clutch combos and things. I don't know.
Hell no, that bitch don't got a clutch.
Well, it might have some off-brand weird shit. The clutch that was in Patrick Young's gray one, Johnny's like, I don't even know what kind of clutch that was, because that was built a long time ago too, from you know who. So now it's got Datsun Pro Max in it. It's good, but it had.
But you know the methods, you know, fucking take a screenshot on fucking Google from a different dyno pool, pull it up, be like, yeah, 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
This car made 800. Like it was never 1,000 horsepower. Like it was just a stock fuel system, stage 1. You know, twin turbo car, which are typically reliable.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the motor mounts are shot too. There's a bunch of stuff that's shot. See the
What is it? Oh my god.
yeah, it's your AC compressor.
Oh god.
Wiggle it again.
So that's shaft.
Yeah,
That's driven by this shaft right here.
Oh, and that's what's doing that noise.
That's what's making a bunch of noise. Typically, like 3 little pieces of metal inside of this guy, those will snap when the compressor fails. But this one did not do that, and it snapped right off the dang compressor. So obviously we need a new compressor.
Where's my cat? Oh, there he is, all the way back there. No, you're good.
And then I thought you were filming your hand or
We
something.
were just doing the vlog where he comes in, he's like, "Where's Mike?" And I'm way back there, and then like then he's gonna speed up the camera because I'm just like zigzagging through all the cars. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like.
See, what
walk
you should
towards
do
me.
it since you got to redo it. And I ruined it. Is you should be on the floor clean.
Yeah, you
So
already
now we
ruined the
gotta
intro.
redo
It's
it.
okay. It'll
We
probably be
can
more
do a
funny
new one.
with
Yeah.
him just going, "Hey, you filming?"
So we're working on something.
We're cooking.
We're cooking.
We're
There's
cooking.
a sim over there that may or may not do something that wasn't intended to. You saw it here first.
Dude, box truck simulator.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Exactly.
For those that don't know, this is Chandler Welling, Podium 1. These are our neighbors that you
Yep.
always see in the background of our videos.
Yep.
You know, the best sims in the world.
We make
The best.
marginally cool simulators.
They're the best sims.
Yeah.
They're the best.
You know.
They know they're the best.
Yeah.
They just won't say it.
The best neighbors. Like this is a fun. People walk in here and like, especially if they've never been in here before, it's my favorite when they walk through the door.
Oh,
and go,
dude.
they're like, "What the fuck is this place?"
Yeah, yeah. It just.
Yeah.
But I will say though, they steal our thunder because people are like, the Sims are cool, but everyone loves exotic cars, and so they go like this, like, oh, what is it? And then everyone
And they
gravitates
just-
over here.
they
You
just-
know?
yeah.
it's exotic
You
cars.
probably lost us some sales, to be honest with you.
You know,
You owe us some money.
Yeah.
I was gonna get a sim, but then I bought a supercar.
Or a turbo. We actually had one client that was going to get a sim, and I remember, I don't think that this had anything to do with us not selling him the sim, but he bought a twin turbo from you.
I know you.
I'm not going to say who it is.
I know you've definitely
That's
gotten
funny.
clients from us
We
though.
have, we have.
Like there's definitely been guys in here like, my wife's gonna kill me.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're wanting to buy a sim.
Yep, yep.
Man, I remember when Todd, like early days, when Todd had with that bourbon night at
Oh,
his
yeah.
garage, I was like, you gotta bring a sim out. And Todd called me, he goes, we need to do that again, but man, last time night cost me 72 grand. I was like, how did it? He's like, I bought 2 sim. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Got a couple of more DuPont cars. We got their Mercy. It's the Ronald McDonald spec. We got Alex Warren's GT3. I don't think we talked about this
I don't
yet.
think we have, yeah.
Yeah, it is wrapped. Created Bespoke did all that, and they did the full custom interior.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So there's a couple little spots of leather that need to be fixed, like some little stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna work with Creative. Alex is on tour for like 2 months. While he's gone, we're gonna fix these little issues that have been bugging him. I think we're gonna put the other wheels on for now, OEM mag wheels. Yeah, it's a cool car.
It's so cool. Tire Slayer.
It will slay again. I think we're gonna this would be a good candidate for just some dry ice blasting, clean everything. You see, look at the firewall. You can see where the old supercharger was because you cut that away.
Oh
The
yes.
blower. I mean, it was NA. It was supercharged. It was turbo. Like We went through so many different phases.
He's tired. She'll get a new heart though. She's getting a heart transplant right now.
She's gonna have a fresh power plant. It's gonna be cool to see it like back to its former glory. Probably honestly better than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Besides when it was stock, you know, or we're supercharged or whatever. Like it's we're gonna get this thing running right.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna change up this turbo kit too a little bit.
Nice.
We'll see. I need to get these turbos looked at. Probably need wastegates. Everything's just old.
Outdated.
You gotta keep the exhaust, you know.
The exhaust is iconic.
The exhaust has to stay. This carbon-tastic steering wheel, I should probably send this back to them. I mean, everything looks good, but it needs, it's rough.
Yeah, it needs some
all
TLC.
all the suede. I mean, the shifters, they were just wrapped, so you gotta peel that off. It had a bad reverse switch. That's why that's off. She needs a good detailing and a bath. We'll get it right. There's some cool plans in the works for this one I can't talk about yet. So, but ultimately it is going to be for sale. We're gonna make it nice, make it reliable. Someone can have a piece of YouTube history. Patrick Young is coming along. We should be wrapped up with this one fairly soon. This will make 1,300.
Hell yeah. I like this R8 over here, by the way. This black one.
Yeah. So Gen 1, another DuPont car. Current status on Paul's car. This one is in the process of getting its DI delete. So we're deleting the DI system, so it's going to run. And we talking to Paul and talking with Tony at T1 because we were talking about future proofing, and I was like, Paul ever wants to make more power built motor down the road. We talked about that, so we're going to have the original 10 ID 1050s are going to go where the old DI injectors went, and then we're going to have a set of ID 1750s go in the new fuel rails on the runners for the billet manifold. So we got the billet lower runners here.
Ooh, look at those.
But we're waiting on and this is all the rest of the stuff for the DI kit. So we are waiting on billet manifold. I think trying to ship it today from Texas. Last time I talked to Heath. We'll have that next week though. So we can start getting that back together. And now with this fuel system and the intake manifold being able to handle the excess boost, it will make like 16 and change. We're just gonna dial in the rest of it on the street. We don't have to take it. Tony's like, you don't need to take it back to the dyno. We can kind of get it dialed in. I don't know if I'll hit it at 16-ish plus on the street myself, but Tony does have a really good traction control setup on Motec, and it's very safe. So it's just very fast, very fast. That's why I'm wondering, like, once Paul gets it and feels that, like, you sure you want a built motor? Yeah. Because like once you get to where you're in built motor making, you know, we do the built motor with the fuel system, it'll make 2,100 and change. Like for a car that he's gonna be daily driving and street driving most of its life, you know, I mean, it's got all the components to do it. It's still, there's still a lot.
Yeah.
I think
some fast cars. But
once you have that much power too, it's just like you can't use it. So what's the point of having it?
Yeah.
You could still use the 16. I mean, there's guys that are doing hits 2,000 horsepower on the street. Wouldn't recommend it. It's you know, unless you have a really solid tire setup.
Yeah.
And balls of steel. And an empty interstate.
Yes.
It's, they accelerate so fast. So yeah, road conditions are very important when you're making that much power. So with the Motec and the traction control system on this thing, it definitely keeps it planted and safe. But yeah, it's gonna be a rocket ship. Friday right now, so it's Father's Day weekend. So hope all the dads out there have an awesome Father's Day. I'm gonna hopefully have an awesome Father's Day. I'm sure I will. But hope everyone has a good Father's Day weekend, and we'll see you back next week. We're back Tuesday, 23rd. Really happy to have Gold Rush done. That was chaotic. It's a little calmer now. Unboxing party.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. And there's our ethanol sensor. And that'll be cool because that works with the app, the PPG app. So map selection, everything from your phone.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what we needed. Knowing boost logic, gonna be full of peanuts.
Yep. And they're edible as well.
They are.
Good. Oh yeah.
Oh wait. These are downpipes. Shit.
Wait, what?
We got two sets of, that's 720 over there.
Oh.
And then he overnighted two sets. One was gonna be for inventory. So I'm guessing UPS had more packages and they're gonna be back later. These are downpipes. Still have stuff on the truck and they were probably buried. So they're probably gonna come back later. We got some seized DI injectors on that car.
Oh.
There's also some on the old Tire Slayer motor. Ah, here we go. One piece of the puzzle. Yeah. These are the ID 1750s. So this is another set of injectors. Yeah, we got the ID 1050s that were already in it. And we got a set of 1750s. So deletes the DI. These will be the big fuel. Back here we've got a bunch of stuff's waiting on parts. That's a mess. Don't look at that. Anything
I'm
over
blurring
here.
it out, don't worry.
Just blur out the background.
Yeah, just blur it out.
We need to set up like a motor area.
This is beginning to be one.
Yeah, I know. We'll make it nice, look nicer. But we got like Joe's motor, the red STO, trans for the Tire Slayer. Those are getting shipped out to Johnny. Patrick Young's car is just waiting on some stuff. The motor's in it, the trans is in it. The painter's got the wing done. It's getting a fixed wing conversion. You need to see where this, the T50, the compressor housing is still waiting on those for T51. We should have those back soon. And then got all his injectors clean, pressure tested, DI and the port injectors, because they've been sitting with ethanol in them for a long time. I want those all to be fresh and checked out before we go tuning it. Yep, that will be a fun one.
Oh
12, 1300 horsepower probably.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a lot of waiting on parts. Dealing with nightmare scenarios with these two SF90s. We've had these here for way too long. Turbos that we got, TT, kept leaking, kept smoking. So that's been fun. Trying to get my money back
That's
right now.
fun.
Yeah, we're just out of time. You know, I know they're gonna figure it out. It just, these were the first set they've done.
Yeah.
Which we weren't aware of.
Experimental.
And my customers' cars are not R&D cars.
Yeah.
Doing the best we can with the scenario, but like, I gotta get these cars out of here. Problems you deal with all the time.
Yep.
So we'll be back later this week with some more exciting updates on cars. Could be a lot of untaping runners. Got some swag. This is Paul's swag bag. I like it. I like this.
Oh, dude,
They
what?
kind of did the reverse. I like that.
That's gonna look sick.
Gold lettering in black. It's a carbon plate that goes on the manifold.
Oh, that's cool.
I just want to say I'm really happy this box isn't full of
Is it full of what?
yeah. Hardware.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not full of packaging. It's kind of gravy, actually. Oh, that's sick.
Boost making us drill all the holes out.
Yo, Heath, you fucking suck, bro. Come on, man.
What's going on?
Brother, ¿qué pasó aquí, brother? Come on, brother. It's literally just a beauty cover, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of beauty, what's up with you?
Dang, bro.
Freak, yeah, little cameraman.
Freak, yeah, little cameraman.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be gold like this.
Got you some more work for you, bro.
I know, bro. I got hella work now.
So yeah, Joe's car is getting the same exact.
Right here?
I was thinking about that too. Joe's car is literally gonna be a clone of this one, mods wise. Besides the trans, and this car is built by Shep. Your daddy built the trans in Joe's car.
Hello. Dang, race car,
Gosh damn. Hey, he's bringing underglow back, dude. Look at that.
Dude.
I kind of like it.
Underglow's back.
I kind of like it a lot, actually. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is back. It has a strong.
It is back.
We don't do underglow though.
Strong.
No.
Strong comeback.
We can never get them to work right. We got to find the right kit first.
I like a good back comeback. We're gonna do flames here and flames here.
What? Show me how that works. I don't know what you mean.
It's got this is the spool sky exhaust.
Cool.
It comes out here and it comes out
what?
here at the same time.
No, that's sick, dude.
Yeah, customer.
That's gonna be
like,
cool.
Gotta have it. So all the custom plate here, so flame here, flame here.
That's cool.
So ECUs should be back soon from M Engineering.
Yep.
And then we got boost logic downpipes going in it, and then the sky exhaust.
Dude,
So,
that's gonna be sick. What?
yeah.
Oh, get the merch. Oh my! You almost popped the splits.
I almost pulled something. That's
That's more definitely what happened.
I know. I need to get back in shape. That's why we got the gym back there now.
Yeah.
We got shop gym. Gonna be group gym between us and Podium. We're gonna do team workouts.
Yes.
We're just gonna take broken cars and push them back and forth. We won't use the customer's car. We'll use one of our cars we got.
Yeah,
'Cause we have our
100%.
own broken cars back here. We'll put a tow hook on the front and a tow hook on the back.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
And then we'll
to
get
do
two
that.
sets of ropes on
Oh.
each side. You do a pull from here to here, and then we pull it back to that side. Hit another. That'd be a fun that'd be a fun workout.
That would
actually.
be sick, dude.
Say hi,
Yeah.
Cisco.
Hello.
Hola.
We haven't seen Dalton in a while.
I haven't seen him in a while either. It's crazy.
He was one of our early first customers, back in the day.
Yeah.
Like when we first started the shop.
Because he had, and then you guys bought his, that was before I was there,
Yeah.
but you guys bought his R8, his first one.
Yep.
The old one.
The one that got in the wreck.
Yeah.
Got that rebuilt.
Yep.
Sold that. Got this one serviced, and then his dad's Aventador will be coming in next.
Oh,
we haven't
nice.
seen that in a while either.
That thing's cool.
They're working on Anthony's motor. We talked to Chris. He's gonna let us know here in a week or so motor package and everything he wants to do with this one.
Yeah.
This also has a hole in the block.
Hola.
That's getting some Sport Cats.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, those SVRs are cool.
Yeah, those
we
are sick.
already got a Velocity power pack on that one.
I remember that one.
But now he's getting cat efficiency faults from the factory cats. So now we got Sport Cats from Velocity AP going in. So that'll take care of that problem.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the SLC. Yeah, we had this one for a while. We had a lot of stuff to sort out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he bought it and went straight to the paint shop. They repainted the body, got everything, you know, cosmetically looking good. They noticed some smoke from the exhaust, pulled some plugs, and we had coolant in a couple cylinders. It had some crazy 468 cubic inch, 900 horsepower NA build in it. They bored it out so much. There's just no room. Like in the head, like the cylinder walls and the head gasket. There's no room in there. There's nothing. And then it was a head gasket failure ultimately. But you know, with it being bored out like that, it's like just not running those motors to make that much NA. It's not easy. Yeah. Only a couple shops do that. So best bet was let's throw an LS3 crate motor in it, make it reliable, make it fun. So that's what we did. And but yeah, it was a bunch of work. We found out the hard way. It didn't do any damage. It was just annoying. During tuning, we were running out of fuel, and we pulled the fuel filter off, and it was full of metal. Because they've replaced the fuel cell when they had the body off. Huge aluminum fuel cell. You got to remove the body to take it out. The company, I think it was SLC, I don't know, but like it was from when they built it, drilled out, you know, everything on it for all the fittings and fuel hat and all that stuff. Like there's metal shavings all inside the tank, and there's like no bladder in there either. So yeah, it all went into that. So we had to clean out that best we could without being able to get to the tank itself. Yep. So that was fun. But yeah, that's great. Just dealt with some issues and tuning ITBs too. It's not easy. And I know with the LS3, because I think they had LS7 heads, so the intake manifold runners won't work, and it was made by some company in Europe, so we had to get those sourced. And it's not what we typically work on here, but it is gonna be for sale soon. Gonna help them sell it.
That's cool.
So it's a cool car.
It really is.
It looks sick.
What again is going on with the challenge car over there?
A bunch of track prep stuff.
Oh, okay.
So he bought the car. It was in pretty rough shape.
Yeah.
Sent it to the body shop. They resprayed it, cleaned up a bunch of that, and then oil leak, fire suppression tank, way out of date. So that got that coming. A bunch of maintenance stuff. Just getting it track ready. Right now it's got street tires on it. Finding the track tires he needs in these sizes for Ferrari during track season is not easy to find. Oh yeah. He just needs to start getting it to a point where he could start driving the car or using it on the track, you know, getting used to it. There's still going to be more things we need to change, make improvements on, and that's kind of the deal with this one. But it is cool. Yeah, it is cool. Real challenge car. It is very cool. I like race cars. I think hopefully in a couple weeks in July we're getting all of our rushes. We're going to have 5 of those for inventory. Once we're more set up, maybe in a couple months, I need to figure out the timeline of when we want to do it. I want to have a big launch event for Racecraft Collective. Have this filled with race cars. Yeah. We get the sims set up with, you know, radicals, rushes, so people can run them on the sims. We'll have all our rush cars here. That's cool. I'll have Jazz bring out the 962. Like, there's a bunch of guys, local guys with race cars that can bring their race cars out for display. Hell yeah. And get a bunch of food here, you know, have a good time, have a big launch party. We haven't had an event in a while, and everyone keeps asking when we're having another one. Yeah. Last one was epic. Wait, was it the Porsche one? The Porsche was the last big one, I think. That was sick. Yeah. That was amazing. But we've been so busy this year, there hasn't been time to plan something out. Yeah. We're just trying to get caught up and hiring more people. We just hired another guy to help hauling up front, our buddy Tim Schultz. So he's moving down here in a couple weeks. So he just put in his notice. So definitely excited to have Tim. And I've known Tim for years. So is Mike. Where was he at before? I know that name. PWR. So. But Tim's a Nashville guy. He's in Indiana right now. But he'll be able to bring a lot to the plate and, you know, help with the front end of stuff as, you know, writing service, helping with sales. We need more people. Holland's manning the whole. Yeah, he's buried every day. The phone's going off nonstop. So. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. So he's excited to have some help up there. Yeah. And plus, it'll be fun to have another friend that we're already friends with, who's going to mesh with culture, mesh with the guys. Still waiting on. We got the bumper coming back for this. A couple things left to do so we can get that listed and sold for the daily driven exotics guys. We got Kyle Cooper's Huracan, a used VF supercharge installed by a shop, and they definitely didn't know what the hell they were doing. doing. They had the vacuum line for the bypass valve hooked to the crankcase, so it's just making all the boost, and then measured the supercharger pulley, and it's too small.
Great.
It's getting so it's making too much boost, and it's a low stock fuel system. There's a bunch of just bad work. We're gonna fix it all. Basically, gonna reinstall the kit for them. Make sure it's running like it should. So
gotta love it. Fixing other shops' work.
Hey man, we do a lot of that here.
Yeah.
And thanks for keeping the lights on.
Yeah.
All you shops that don't know what you're doing. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hey, we put the new shirts on the vlog. Beautiful parts room. That's very organized, right, Henry?
Yes. Yes.
Team shirts. That's some new.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Got those. Yeah. Shout out delivery guys. They were stoked to let us put their logo on.
That's sick.
Livery makes sick clothing, track gear. They kind of brought like more fashion to the motorsports world with their stuff, and like
still functional stuff, but like
I mean shoes, bags, gloves, like it's all it looks sick.
It does.
So we got those. We got the Racecraft shirt, which I'm wearing. This is a shirt I designed a while back that we finally made.
Oh yeah.
This is the kids version. Yeah, it's my V10 eating turbos.
It's great.
Boost is what's for dinner. We got kids versions and full size.
Yeah.
Full size human version. Oh, just over here. This is about to all be completely reworked.
Yeah.
We got a big parts cage that's coming in, so we can lock up everything.
Yeah.
All the like.
So it's not just loose.
Probably half of this stuff is trash.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff that needs to go. I mean, that crate. See how it says 962 on the side of it? The whole front clamshell for Jazz's Lenton House 962 race car. So shout out Jazz. Yeah, that's just in this crate.
I didn't know that was in there.
No, he needed it, and that's I think a Jaguar motor.
Oh, word.
We've got the old Aston Martin Lagonda and the old Caprice Classic.
Yeah.
He's been storing those here. I gotta call him soon. He paid for a year storage, and it's about coming up in July. And we're about to rework all this because the alignment rack's going there, more lifts. This is all getting reworked. Bunch of stuff's about to change for Racecraft and just exotic in general. We'll see if he has another spot we could put those, just because those are the last two storage cars we have here. So there's some personal cars in here too. Some other cars are leaving, other projects that we're working through anything that's back here already. So and then I'm gonna have a bunch of 4-post lifts. We just need more floor space. Well, anyway, it's Thursday. We're gonna get back to work. We got a lot more stuff to do this week. So
hell yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
Boom.